let's be real about ourselves.
Yes. It's a good one.
Very good one. It's Black History Month.
Courtesy to DJ Took right here.
Of course, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to 1019 Kiss FM. You know what I'm saying? We in here.
Yep.
We in here.
This is our 25th episode.
Congrats, guys. Congrats.
Started with a dream.
Yes.
A dream and a tweet.
There you go. Ooh, a dream and a tweet. There you go.
Now we got to put on the shirt. Hey, that's copyrighted. Now we got to start saying it because we be dropping a lot of jewels.
Yeah.
If we see something on a shirt or a tweet or something.
Yeah.
Oh, we come for our money. We're going to be like Colin Kaepernick. We coming for our money.
Exactly.
And I'm coming for the NBA too about that Dirk Nowitzki and Dwayne Wade adding to the All-Star team.
What, for what?
We said.
Remember, we the ones that came out and said they should add a spot. Yeah, we coming for that. Yeah.
Hey, bro, we the next best thing since the gospel. Just keep next best thing since the gospel.
Oh, man.
Anyway, we're live on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter.
Hold on.
So just, search LBR Sports 901. You'll find us. So
before we start, we are the starting five. We're minus 1, 2. So we just got 4 today. But we're powered by the Binge Podcast Network. And remember, we got new logos coming soon. So stay on the lookout. Really coming on up this year.
Mm-hmm. Then it's just starting. It's February.
Right.
Follow us on social media, Instagram and Twitter at LBR Sports 901 and Facebook at Let's Be Real. We also got Facebook group, Let's Be Real group. We are on all platforms, really. iTunes, Google Play Music, Spotify, Stitcher, you name it.
No excuse to why you ain't listening.
exactly.
And so here go the show order today. NFL, we had a couple news breakouts this week. We're going to talk about the new AAF football league and see how the guys like it. College basketball had a couple big things happen this week with Duke's comeback win. And number one, me and Trevor's favorite team, Tennessee, falling to Kentucky.
Yes.
Who also had this week. And the fact you actually saying yes for a Kentucky win.
I know, right?
Yeah, but y'all weren't knowing just as much.
It was bittersweet. I know.
Anyway, then you got NBA All-Star Weekend. This is why we're doing live today for our 25th episode for the All-Star game. That's tonight.
It's funny how the universe works, right?
Yeah.
Funny how the world turns.
Yes. Love it.
How the world turns.
Then our favorite segment that will be famous very, very soon.
Dun, 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 dun.
Troll or not.
Troll or not.
And this would be the segment that people try to steal from us too. And kind of mimic.
Yeah.
If y'all see it and y'all been rocking with us, let us know. We coming for y'all.
Hey, feel free to leave comments during these live streams too, man.
Definitely.
So feel free to interact with us. So hey, we here.
So let's start off with the NFL first. Kareem Hunt signed with the Cleveland Browns. Tukes, Cleveland Browns.
Hey, my Cleveland Browns. I'm a Panthers fan.
Oh,
that's everybody you was doing. Did you give up on the
Hold on.
Okay. Get the Panthers Instagram.
What happened to him?
Well, I think in his defense, I think he's more so of a Baker fan. I think.
Okay. I was like, what happened to a Baker Mania
fan than a Browns fan?
Yeah, if you would have put the word fan in my name, it's like I supported them when they were not winning. And I was not nowhere near the Cleveland Browns with that. So, but
bandwagon people out here.
There's a lot of bandwagon, but at least I admit when I'm bandwagon. Bandwagon Warriors fan. I let the people know I'm cool.
Yeah.
Call me whatever. At least I acknowledge it. I beat you to it. But the Browns is like, I'm not a fan, but Baker Mayfield is the truth, and I was so happy to see this signing.
I appreciate you more than Savage.
Yeah.
A whole lot more than Savage.
You just had to bring him up, huh?
I mean, he celebrated Cleveland, but he was also quitting on the Eagles.
And then they made the playoffs.
Yeah, he back celebrating now, bro.
Yeah.
I feel like we having like a whole rundown for our 25th episode.
Yeah.
But I guess I started off, man. I definitely, I'm not going to say enjoyed. I like the signing of Kareem Hunt. We know what he did as far as the video goes and his past history. But if you look at the video, I don't think it was too severe as what people thought it was to be. I thought it was more funny to be hurtful, to be honest with you, especially when he kicked the girl butt like a field goal. Granted, I don't condone violence, but at the same time, if people talking about violence on the video, I'm expecting to see more. But on the field, you give Baker Mayfield a running option as well as his arm. Hey, man, I immediately put out that the Browns going to make it at least to the second round. At least to the second round.
Speak of what you actually said at first.
Right.
Oh,
No.
I mean, it's Super Bowl. Hey, this is Super Bowl making moves, and it's only the first. Well, it was like the first beginning of the off season. The Steelers ain't gonna make it. We can get into that later, I guess.
We'll get into
a statement without saying nothing.
I mean, the only team, honestly, with this kind of offseason, if the Cleveland Browns continue to add more and draft better players, their only competition will be a defenseless Chiefs. Really?
Did you forget about the team they made the last 3 years?
Right. I'm not talking about the Patriots.
Yeah.
They just know.
I'm just like at this point, I'm completely turned off by the Patriots right now.
I think a lot of people are.
Yeah.
Which I don't get where you're coming from, but I was of the mindset that you can't just up and forget about the Patriots. So
yeah, you're right.
I guess I'll go next. This is. I'll admit to say it's a little scary as a Steelers fan to see the Browns acquire Kareem Hunt. I definitely at the end of the day want to see exactly what all happened with this case and this woman. I think it's actually been said that it was something along the lines of she called him the N-word or something like that.
Yes.
And I think that provoked him to do what he did. Again, I don't condone at all what he did, but I guess you can kind of see where he's coming from. So at the end, I just kind of want to see I want to see all the details that comes from this case.
I mean, you can still look at the video. And it's like no one had any bruises. Like I hadn't seen any pictures of any violence towards it. Like I said, besides him kicking her butt, like literally kicking her butt. Like there was nothing too serious about this case. Like I said, he shouldn't have put his hands on her, of course.
Right.
But at the same time, if somebody, you don't know what to expect when you call somebody the N-word.
Yeah, exactly.
So I think he reacted the best way he possibly could.
Totally agree.
Yeah.
And apparently the Browns know something. I'm pretty sure they've done their research. And if they didn't, then they wouldn't have signed him. So all in all, as a Steelers fan, this is a little scary because Kareem Hunt ran all over us early in the season, and now we're going to see him 2 times a year.
You mean when they didn't have Baker starting, right?
Nonetheless.
Okay.
Nonetheless, at the end of the day, it's scary. They have a really good their offense with Baker Mayfield is going to look pretty interesting. I'll say that. Yeah. So shout out to the Chiefs. Shout out to Kareem Hunt for getting signed. That's what I'll say.
Shout out. But yeah, just to hop on that, it is, as a Steelers fan as well, definitely scary. Now that we're gonna see Kareem Hunt 2 times a year, and it's not even just with that, just the tandem with him and Nick Chubb, who also had a decent season for the Browns as well. That's they have a decent receiver, of course, in Jarvis Landry. They got a very, very good defense. So I'm scared as a Steelers fan, but of course I don't see them winning the division, but I can definitely see them making the playoffs.
Agreed.
Super Bowl.
My thoughts on this, not the Super Bowl, but they very well could have made the playoffs this year if they had fired Hugh Jackson and started Baker Mayfield from the get-go. But that's a story for another day.
And had a better kicker.
Yep. That too.
That too.
I love the signing. I am a little skeptical on his suspension, where he will get suspended some type of way. But he also had, outside of that case, he got in trouble on 2 other separate occasions, fighting in the club. So that might add on to his suspension. So I'm hoping it's not a year suspension. I know we had talked about it the other day, me and you too. We don't think it will be. It will definitely probably be at least 6 games because I think domestic violence, that's the protocol, 6 games. That Roger Goodell can't. That's another topic for another day.
We're not gonna get into Roger Goodell
with him, but I love the move. It's a worth the risk. If he is suspended or something like that happens, they have Nick Chubb, Duke Johnson. Nick Chubb had a great year last year, his rookie year. I mean, the Browns are still improving, so they kept the offense coordinator is now the head coach.
But one thing to keep in mind though is the fact that he's from Cleveland, and a lot of people have speculated that this might not work for him just because the trouble that he's been in the city of Cleveland when it's happened, right? So exactly.
That's a very good point.
You back in your hometown for half the season, so there's no telling what you can get into. So I mean, if he's listening, if any of his friends just listening, just be aware of your surroundings. At the end of the day, be aware of your surroundings. You got mouths you got to feed. You got your mouths you got to feed. You got a reputation you got to uphold. So I just hope that he can bounce back from this situation and continue a really good career that he's having. Honestly,
his career is on the line.
Yeah,
right now,
definitely.
Just going to his 3rd year.
This is his 3rd season.
Because honestly, the Chiefs would have kept him if he never lied.
Wait, this is only his 3rd season?
Yes.
Shoot.
This is his rookie year that he led the NFL rushing.
Golly, I'm thinking this is like 5th season.
No.
Golly. Yeah, that's right, but golly, I feel like he's been in the league longer than that.
All right, so move on to trade. That was blah to me, but Joe Flacco was traded to the Broncos. Can't be official to March, so nobody knows the details on what was traded back to him, to the Ravens and all that nonsense. But Joe Flacco to the Broncos. What are y'all thoughts?
I agree wholeheartedly with what you just said. Blah.
Yeah.
I saw that. I was like,
Yeah,
I guess. Like, well, I'm not sure what they were trying to accomplish with this trade. Like,
I guess they officially gave Lamar Jackson the keys to the team.
That's
and
exactly
for
where I
two,
was
it's like
going.
you cleaning out.
Broncos.
Oh, you talking about the Broncos?
Yeah.
Okay.
The Broncos need a quarterback. They need a quarterback.
I don't know. I guess you get
They need a quarterback. That's it.
Case Keenum and him had like the same stats. So.
Yeah.
I mean, Joe Flacco got a ring, maybe.
Conspiracy.
Conspiracy.
I've always said that ring was a conspiracy.
That's a conspiracy.
I mean, that's literally the only thing I can think of about this trade.
I just think Denver needs a quarterback.
Yeah.
And they just like.
I think Denver needs a GM.
There you go.
That too.
I was going to say exactly what y'all just said. Denver needed a quarterback, but I'm not sure Joe Flacco was your answer.
I mean, what if they thought Joe Flacco was their answer?
I would love to see that.
I mean, I guess we'll see next season.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see next season, and then I'm finna go right to what Sharky just said. Like, they need a new GM. Like, John Elway. Now, granted, I think the reason he still has his job is the fact that he's been able to, what's the word? Not recruit, but draft so well on the defensive side of the football. So, I mean, that's worth mentioning. But his ability to find a quarterback since Peyton Manning left is been terrible. Actually, he hadn't been able to find a quarterback at all. Gave Case Keenum all their money, see where they ended up, and now you just traded for Joe Flacco. And I mean, I can't wait to see what Baltimore gets in return for, but I don't see how this does anything. I can't see how this helps at all.
Yeah, they'll probably get picks back for him.
What kind of pick? Project one?
Probably.
I'm gonna say a fourth.
I'm thinking of like fifth.
Fourth or
fifth round pick or something like
fifth.
Yeah, some type of conditional.
Yeah, this
Absolutely.
trade came out of nowhere.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm gonna say it came out of nowhere. I mean, for the Broncos side of things, it came out of nowhere. I mean, I think everybody knew the Ravens were done with Joe Flacco since the emergence of Lamar Jackson. But
how much Flacco's getting paid? Yeah, I know.
Like 23 mil or something like that.
Yeah.
And Case Keenum's getting paid like 20 mil. So you got two quarterbacks on your roster getting paid.
20 mil.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Man.
boy.
and they both throw 20 picks a year. $20 million a year.
And you trade Demaryius Thomas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think he may be done actually.
Yeah, because he ruptured his Achilles, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
And the Texans ain't resigning him or something.
No,
They looking to cut him. Yeah.
They cut him.
But he's become free agent anyway, so I don't know.
Oh wow.
Oh well. Next up, Colin Kaepernick got paid.
It's amazing how the world turns.
That's why
Yes.
it's bad.
Yes.
So, if y'all don't know, he had a collusion case against the NFL. Obviously, the NFL was going to lose the case. So they reached a settlement with him and Eric Reid, also for the Panthers. Shout out to Eric Reid, also got the contract extension. Then just got paid for the settlement.
Shout out Eric Reid.
Finesse.
I gotta learn how to finesse.
Boy.
But it's reported, nobody knows the numbers, but it's reported 60 to 80 mil ish. The settlement came down to. So, as I said, Colin Kaepernick got paid. How y'all feel about this?
I got to see what he does with the money because, for one, on one side, it's like people would probably call him a sellout because he did stop the NFL's, like a lot of probably things that they were saying, the owners, the GMs, and everybody that was involved. He probably just saved a lot of their careers. He probably just saved the NFL by
really
not
did.
doing so. But at the other side, it's kind of like you kind of want this to happen because it's kind of the NFL really brought this upon themselves.
Yeah.
So I guess it's a future thing. I'm happy for Kaepernick. Don't get it twisted. But it's like we hope you didn't sell out. You know what I'm saying? I hope you didn't sell out.
Which I don't think he did.
I don't think he did either. I think this was more so on the NFL side because Kaepernick's lawyers, from what I was reading, they had like crazy evidence, like hard evidence that showed the collusion against him. So had this gone to trial, like this could have been super bad for the NFL going forward. So there's a reason why the rumor amount was 60 to 80 million. Like the NFL did not want to see this case go to trial. Because they knew for sure they were going to lose this case. Like there wasn't even a question on that.
Yeah, you literally just took the words out of my mouth. If you really just do a little digging, you will be able to tell. Like, if for the NFL to come up to pay this man between $60 and $80 million to basically be quiet, that means they, like Trevor just said, they had some evidence, and it was going to cost some people their jobs. So, I don't think for some reason, I think this is not going to be the end of it.
That's what I'm.
I don't think this is going to be.
That's what I'm saying.
I think somehow, some way, I still think some people he coming for some people's heads. I'll say that. I'm not sure exactly what's gonna come of it, but I don't think this is it.
But how can you come for somebody's head that's paying you not to come for my head? You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. It gets tricky.
That's true.
Because at the same way, I'm looking at it as like as a black viewer of the NFL. If I see that you're paying somebody just to be quiet, it's like, what really were y'all hiding? Mm-hmm. What were y'all saying about this black man who was just trying to, help his people out by kneeling? You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not sure what'll come of it, but I think somehow, somewhere, again, it's I always say it's amazing how the world turns. I think something would come of it, but I saw how much he got paid, and I was like, "Congrats!"
Yeah,
yes, congrats, because that ain't no chump change. The $268 million to one person is quite a bit of change. So that means I think he did some finessing in those talks. He did some finessing. Shout out to his lawyer too, cause boy,
yes.
So I'm happy he got his money, and I don't think this is the end of it.
Can't be. I think that especially with Eric Reid re-signing with the Panthers as well, I think the NFL is gonna try to do something with him. Well, they already were doing it because he was drug tested every single week for 6 weeks in a row. Mm-hmm. So,
what does that have to do with anything? But I'm not asking you, but I'm just saying, I'm not sure what that has to do with anything.
True.
Y'all think he'll get signed? You think my Panthers gonna officially turn to the Black Panthers?
I would love for the Panthers to go ahead and sign him because they do need someone to back up Cam. So, and I don't see. Well, there's a bevy of teams that could use Colin, but
right.
Now that I think about it.
You said your team, the Titans.
The Titans, yeah.
Kaepernick plays just like Mariota. Mariota stays hurt.
Yeah, I just want him to get a chance. Like I just wanted to see. Like, even his last season. His last season with the 49ers wasn't bad. The team was bad. Mm-hmm. So I guess that's why people say that he sucked his last year. But if you really look at his numbers, he really wasn't bad. It's a lot of teams that could use the services of Colin Kaepernick. Trust me.
The person in me wants Kaepernick to join the Panthers, but honestly, the Panthers fan in me doesn't want him. Kinda, it's because what if we just happen to win the Super Bowl and he's our quarterback? Then it's the Panthers won the Super Bowl because Colin Kaepernick was a quarterback. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
I'll take it regardless.
I'll take it too.
I mean, I'll take it too. But yeah.
I will take this. Shout out to Colin Kaepernick.
Shout out Colin, man.
What if Colin just bought a Super Bowl?
That would be lit.
I mean, Tom Brady and them just did.
Slick.
They got long pockets. They got long money. It ain't 60-80. It's long. They got long money.
Oh yeah.
I mean, but if you got long money, you want to keep your long money. Why not go ahead and give them a Super Bowl too? You get what I'm saying?
It's even more long money.
Exactly.
Black people gonna come and support them. So yeah. But also, man, shout out to Uncle Shay, Shannon Sharp on Twitter, man. When the whole thing came out about how much Colin got paid, he had the black youngster gift when he was holding the money to the phone. We see you, Uncle Shay, man.
I missed it.
We see you at this, Uncle Shay. Shout out to Shannon Shaw, man.
He's a tween god, bro.
Yes,
black Twitter god.
Yes,
doesn't shock me at all. Speaking of Colin Kaepernick, we're finna move on to the AAF. And some news about Colin Kaepernick before he got paid after the settlement. Literally right before it too. He apparently some AAF teams tried to get him to come and play for AAF. I know one team that could use him. The Memphis Express.
Boy, the Memphis Express. Jesus.
Can we stay on topic?
Technically we on topic. We'll get to the Express in a minute.
That's a whole topic, bullet point, and segment right now, man. Come on.
All right.
So I think AAF you get paid with $250K a season. Colin Kaepernick demanded $20 million. Apparently they tried to reach out to him and Tebow, but Tebow playing baseball, man. You get paid in baseball, so he definitely ain't keeping it. But yeah, Kaepernick demanded $20 million. So what are y'all thoughts on that?
One, I think he knew he was going to get that money that he got.
Yep.
To ask for
it was right before.
To ask for $20 million.
Exactly.
To ask for a number and you know they won't give it to you. That means he knew he was going to win that settlement. He knew that off rip. And then I wouldn't play in the AAF either, knowing I have NFL talent.
Yeah.
That's all I gotta say. I'm not gonna put my body on the line and all that type of stuff for a league such as that, and I know I can play in the NFL. I'll say that.
Exactly. And then especially knowing that they're gonna make you the face of the league as well. Mm-hmm. So you're gonna pay me face of the league money.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, but that still would have been pretty dope though for him to be the face of the league after everything he's gone through.
He wants to be in the NFL.
He wants to be in the NFL though.
Get what you're saying, but he wants to be in the NFL.
Nah,
Yeah.
I'm just saying. Anything is better than watching Hackenberg. Dang, y'all just made y'all had to.
The perfect segue. Yes, yes.
To it. So, what y'all thoughts on the league so far? Specifically, our team, the Memphis Express. Our home team.
My
Let
God.
me get that right. Our home team.
We have a terrible name, first and foremost, the Express, because nothing that's been shown on the field these past 2 games says Express.
Exactly.
For one, I knew from the get-go when Mike Singletary was announced as the coach, I said to myself, oh, we're not finna score any points. And then once the draft happened and I saw Christian Hackenberg was our QB, I said, oh,
We definitely.
we might go 0-10 this year because, oh my goodness. And I'm not going to I didn't see the game this past weekend, so a lot of y'all will be able to probably provide insight on that more than I would. But the game before that, Jesus.
Boy.
That 4th and 1. I'm sorry. I'm not going to forget that 4th and 1. You got Birmingham was lined up with 9 players in the box. They had linebackers shooting the gaps,
Boy.
and you still choose to run the ball out of the wishbone.
Scott, do your wife does she have the video saved?
I don't know.
We need to show y'all the video.
We gotta show the video.
Me specifically.
Yes, because
I was on the ground hurting laughing. Hurting. Literally, my insides were hurting, bro. That's how hard I was laughing after the play. These folks, Seattle Savage, bro, these folks rewinded and paused and started breaking it down, bro. And I'm sitting here rolling on the ground. Dead.
We break down film over here, guys.
Yes,
we break down film over here.
Yeah.
My thoughts of it. I think I'll start with the positives. I didn't think there would be as much TV ratings for this football league as there's been. It's been a lot of people have actually watched it, which I guess just goes back to the point of football is the most popular sport in the country, hands down. So I'll start with that. I like that it gives these players a chance to get experience. It gives them the chance to make plays, and then also possibly a segue into the NFL. So I like that. But when it comes down to the Memphis Express, like Trevor said, there's nothing express about this offense at all. Defense is good. I give that.
Oh, yeah.
Defense is good. Mike Singletary, when he coached for the 49ers, he's from the 85 Bears. He knows defense. The boy has no idea what offense is at all. I'm not sure what he does on the offensive side of the ball, but he's terrible.
I don't think he does anything.
Like Trevor said, I missed the game yesterday, but I mean, we all watched the game 2 weeks ago, and boy, that was awful. There was at one point, I actually went back to go watch the game. They ran the ball 10 straight times.
Wow.
In one drive, yeah.
In one drive. I'm of the mindset, I don't care what your offense looks like. If you run the ball 10 times, that means you don't trust your quarterback.
Yep.
And if you don't trust your quarterback, that means he does not need to be your quarterback. So their offense is terrible. Like Trevor said, Mike Singletary was the coach. I said, oh, well, that's not good. Christian Hackenberg is the quarterback. That's not good. Well, heck, are we gonna win a game?
Exactly.
And we saw game 1. Like Trevor said, there was a 4th and 1. There was 9 men in the box. The kicker kicked a 47-yard field goal, and he looked at it as if the ball was close. And he looked at it's got to be on YouTube because I'm pretty sure
was like this.
He still looked at the ball.
Please,
he still looked at the ball as if the ball had a chance. He was 10-yard wide left. So I'm not sure exactly what they do. I'm not sure if they even practice an offense. But please, if I'm going to go to a game and I try my best to support anything Memphis related, anything Memphis sports, Memphis artists, Memphis anything, I'm going to try my best to support.
Yes.
But I will not be wasting $20 to go see Christian Hackenberg and Mike. That will not happen.
So
that will not happen.
To explain this field goal, if y'all remember a couple years ago when the Vikings played the Seahawks in the playoffs and they lost the game like 10-9 or something like that, and Blair Walsh, the Vikings kicker, had missed a game-winning field goal, like a 23-yard field goal or something.
Yeah, it was short.
Yeah,
and it went like wide left, like so far left that it had like
it went up and left.
Exactly.
That's how bad that kick was from the Memphis Express kicker.
Yeah. On a positive note, if it's only one really. Shout out to Zach Stacy becoming the first
former Rams.
Yeah, former Rams becoming the first 100-yard rusher in the league history. So
you know what's sad about that? He's probably AAF because of Jeff Fisher. Because he used to run the Rams when Jeff Fisher was the coach.
Well, Jeff Fisher hit in careers, ain't he? He might not even get a coaching gig in the AAF.
He gonna be like Mike Singletary.
Exactly. Man.
Yeah. Took you was at the game last night.
Oh yeah, took you. Yeah.
You was DJing though.
Yeah, I was DJing. I was trying to stay warm because it was cold. At first, we weren't DJing because it started raining. But overall, outside of the field, it was a great experience. They had the silent disco party going on, so we had like a whole section of people with headphones just tuning in to me and some other DJs. So that was dope. They had like a actual area to where people were like chilling.
Oh yeah,
they had,
saw
like, the little
that.
flame and just like the drinks and stuff like that. So the
nice.
Tigers actually said they're gonna adopt that to the game next to the season
cool.
next season.
Oh, that'd be nice.
So the
Yeah.
AAF are definitely coming up with like just an experience for football watchers. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
But on the field,
Ooh, boy.
18
on the
6.
field, dog, there was one play in like the first quarter in one of the first drives. In one of the first drives, that I think it was a screen pass, and Hackenberg literally throws the ball to the ground.
Sounds about right.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, bro, what is this? I was talking to some other people, and I was like, man, this could be the first time that we see Hackenberg score his professional first touchdown. Even though we saw it as a run, and he got his ass knocked
Boy, he
off
got
at the
knocked
end.
Ooh, I saw it here.
He
saw
finally
the
scored his
video.
first touchdown, but we did lose. I'm honestly, like I said, I didn't get a chance to actually watch the game because I was too busy DJing and two trying to stay warm. But we had the game won.
Yeah.
We had the game
I
won.
was trying to watch on multiple TVs. My Vols, we talked about that next with the Vols in Kentucky, and also All-Star Weekend, we talked about that too. I was trying to watch that and Memphis Express. They were up 18-6, so I was like, you know what? Let me watch something else. Turned back to it after I think the Tennessee game ended, and 2018
Final.
It was one of them things. Brody from Kiss FM, he brought up to the point where last week was the first week that everybody played and all the home teams won.
Yep.
So I was like, man, hopefully that can happen with us too. You know what I'm saying? Just some kind of conspiracy.
Road team.
I just hope Memphis don't come the team that everybody expects to lose. You know,
Right,
like Cleveland
yeah.
Browns 2-3 years ago. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
Because Memphis needs it, and we would support winners, but Hackenberg
Yeah.
ain't it. I tweeted that yesterday. Hackenberg ain't
Hackenberg
it.
is
Niggas here ain't either.
I mean,
he's a DC.
I don't care.
He's a
what you
defensive
defense.
coordinator, yeah.
Yeah,
But
DC,
a
but-
head coach? No.
You go do something. it's three phases of the football game.
Yes.
Got offense,
Well,
defense, special
two
teams.
phases in this league.
Yeah.
You got
Well,
kickoff return.
Oh yeah, that's right. Touche.
But you still got field goal punt, but it don't kick off. But
They don't have a special team. They after that field goal kick.
Ooh, Lord.
I think he made two last night.
Yeah.
I guess.
Well, whoop-de-doo.
right. Shout out to you for doing your job.
Exactly.
So he makes them at home.
Exactly.
Okay.
He misses on the road. Misses badly on the road.
Okay, we'll remember that the next home game when he shanks one to the right.
When is the next home game?
I think it's
2 weeks.
2
We
weeks.
play
2
Orlando.
weeks.
We play at Orlando next.
Well, ain't this thing they put up 40?
Yep.
Oh, we put up 50. By 40.
That shit-
They put up 50. They put up 42, and we gonna have 0.
Skull gonna be 50 to 10.
You know,
Skull gonna be 50 to 10.
I might go to that game. You know what? I might go to that game.
No, it's at Orlando.
No, that's in Orlando.
I think I don't know. We
never mind
we
then.
might play them here later. Like
Yeah,
when
we
it's warm
played
outside.
in like
So-
late March. Yeah, the next home game is the first week in March, March 2nd against San Diego.
What do I feel like?
So yeah,
Oh,
San Diego Fleet.
the Fleet.
the
Yep.
fleet.
These ugly names.
Like Fleet or Fleek?
Fleet.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna say Sandy. Okay, I can get down Fleet.
Come on now, you know I ain't no bad if it ain't.
Exactly.
Come on now, too cultural.
Yeah.
All right. Let's get on to college. Go on, get to basketball. Go from the football field to the basketball court.
Yes.
College basketball. It was a pretty big week this week. We're going to start with earlier in the week, or the middle of the week. Duke was down by 23 to Louisville with like 9 minutes to go in the game.
Mm-hmm.
I was watching, I think, an NBA game.
I was
And I
too.
started watching it when Duke was down by 13 with like 5 minutes to go,
Yeah.
and watched the rest of the comeback. But they came back and won by 2. Yeah, 71-69. So, just who watched it?
I watched up
Up to-
until it was like 8:53. I'm not sure why I remember the exact number. I watched up until 8 minutes and 53 seconds. Left in the second half. I said, "Oh, well, this is it." Told Bianca, I said, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna go. We can go watch something else." So then I get on Twitter and I see Stephen A. spaz and like, "This is an amazing Duke comeback." I said, These folks didn't come back. They were down 20 with less than 9 minutes left.
Exactly.
I get click back on the game. It's over with. And they win by 2. I said, well, dang. I missed the game. but I think that was a really, really good win. That's probably, I won't say that's their best win because they beat Virginia twice. But to be down by 20 against Louisville on the road, and to come back in the fashion that they did is amazing. And that team is looking scary by the minute. And again, one person that needs a shout out on that team is not Zion. He's good. Not RJ Barrett. He's good. Cam Reddish is good. But Trey Jones literally leads that team, and he doesn't put up that many points, but he has a really good assist to turnover ratio, which I think is like 4-1.
He's a good captain.
There you go. Yes. He sets the tone for them defensively.
Yes.
And I think him along with the guy Goldwire, I think it's the backup point guard. They really they led the way for their defense. They literally only gave up 10 They only gave up like 10 points. When they went on their run, which is unheard of, really, because their defense was not doing anything. So Duke is looking really, really scary. And like I said, they came back down 20 against Louisville. They beat Virginia twice. Those are good wins. They got Duke. They got North Carolina this week.
I was like, that's you.
I can't wait for this week. Can't wait.
Yes. I think that's gonna be the game that shows me what they're about. Like the Louisville win was definitely very impressive, but to be down 22 is kind of. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It is 1 point.
Well, they just came out the Virginia game.
Yeah,
that's true. Was the biggest game, especially at Virginia. That was.
But I'm excited. Zion Williamson looking more and more like the number 1 pick every day, and I can't wait to see him as a Knick. Trevor, you looking like that for?
I would honestly take RJ Barrett.
Okay. It'll be me and you versus them two. We talking about that one.
Zion or RJ? I have Zion.
I got Zion.
Oh, okay.
RJ is really good. Yeah. He had triple-double actually in the game last night against NC State. So that shocked me because him passing the ball.
Exactly. Yes. Him passing the ball is unreal. Yeah. It's unheard of.
Because he really reminds me of like a James Harden type.
Yeah.
When James Harden do pass the ball too. Barely.
Right.
He gets a lot of assists, but
he's tops in the league in assists, so I guess.
So he reminds me of him. But I understand RJ scoring, you translating to the league, he's going to score out the bat. But Zion, you can't teach.
I think the thing with those two are, I think RJ Barrett, just from his game, looks more NBA ready. Zion, just by him being a freak of nature, would be the top prospect just because of his athleticism and what all he can do. It's similar to the whole thing with Jason Tatum, where a lot of people say, well, he's more NBA ready, and based on his game. So that's one of the reasons why, if I had to choose the two, I would choose RJ just because he seems more NBA ready. But of course, you can't really teach athleticism and all that. So, and I think we mentioned him earlier. Savage always said, what's going to happen when an NBA trainer gets a hold of Zion. Mm-hmm. So I think that's one of those things with that. So I always say Zion's the number 1 prospect, but RJ looks more NBA ready as of right now. Not saying that both of them couldn't have impact right away. It's just from right now, just today.
So basically you're saying like the start of the careers, RJ will probably be better rookie year-ish, 2 years, but down the line, Zion could be like an MVP.
I think right now, if you put Zion on anybody's NBA roster, he would go get you at least 10-10 that same night. I think that's how good he is.
And he has that it factor too.
Yeah. Yes.
And one thing, this draft will remind me of when was it 2007 when they had Greg Oden and Kevin Durant?
Yeah, 07. Yeah.
Was it 07?
Yeah, it was
07. This kind of reminds me of that because you got Zion who can, pretty much like a do-it-all kind of change the game for. And then you got just a pure scorer in Barrett, which was Kevin Durant. And it's like it all depended on who was drafting at the number 1 spot. Like the Blazers, they had Brandon Roy, so they really didn't need a scorer.
They didn't need a scorer. And they had LaMarcus Aldridge.
So they
drafted Kevin Durant.
Yeah.
But I see why they drafted Greg Oden because 1, he was a dope big man. Like Greg Oden was really, really good back in college.
Let me tell you.
And for 2, he did win a championship as well.
Let me tell you,
sitting down with Miami.
They lost the national championship to Florida that year.
To Florida, you're right. I mean, but he got them there with just Mike Conley, you know, and the corn cook.
Let me tell you what I saw in college. I saw Kevin Durant average 25 and 20.
I mean, I did too.
Yeah.
Don't get it wrong. I did too. I did too.
I don't care about how skinny he was.
I still think it was just team oriented though. You know what I'm saying?
That was
Because
back when the big man was real important. You
yeah,
thought
and we got to bring that in too.
Yeah,
we got to bring that
exactly.
into it too.
Now we changed. Now.
Like I saw why. Yeah, I was a huge Kevin Durant fan. Yeah, everybody knows that. But
Yeah.
I see why Greg Owen was the number one pick.
Yeah.
And I kind of see that being the case here as well.
I ain't gonna lie to you.
I do.
Like I understand
I do.
about NBA standards because they wanted big man to be. But me, I saw Kevin Durant right there between Brandon Roy and LaMarcus Aldridge. I was like, bro, you got
Just because, like, my thing is like, just
Yeah.
because, like, in this NBA, unfortunately, just because you're picked number one doesn't mean you're the best player in the draft. You can look at that draft with
sure.
Lonzo Ball. You know, Markelle was number one, but you know, Jason Tatum may have been the best, you know, draft pick of the whole pick.
Yeah.
You know, or Donnie Mitchell. Who knows? Even with Michael Jordan, his draft pick. His draft.
Andrew Wiggins draft. Joel Embiid.
Yeah. A lot of times these drafts and these players where they're drafted, it depends on fit. I don't care who I don't care who the
And that's
player
what I was saying.
is.
That's what I
I
was
don't
saying.
care what number they're selected. At the end of the day, it's about fit. So
But I think Zion is definitely one of those game changing force. Like he kind of reminds me of like a more athletic Draymond Green.
mm-hmm.
You know, and Draymond Green, people talk trash about him, but he does have that the defensive tenacity. He is the best playmaker on the Golden State Warriors team, and he's changed the game because you can put him at center and boom.
Yep.
And another thing, I'm sorry, but I think another big factor that he has is the fact that he's going to put butts in seats. I don't care if you're the Knicks. I don't care who you are. If you draft Zion Williamson today, I promise you, your next game is going to be sold out. Because Zion Williamson,
I do care if it's the Knicks, actually.
Yeah, I mean,
Well, we know that.
They're gonna sell tickets. Ja Morant
Oh yeah,
from Murray State.
yeah.
Yes.
I just hope he's not going to be like Westbrook.
That's exactly what remind me of.
I hope he don't.
Oh Jesus!
Okay,
Please
even
don't.
to the turnovers, he had like 28 points, like 10 assists, but 9 turnovers.
Ooh, boy. Trevor, you would know, huh?
Yeah, I know.
Westbrook.
That's worse all day. Whew.
But move on to, I guess we'll talk more. Me and Trevor are Tennessee fans. We talk more about Kentucky because we talk about their week. So early in the week, which I think kind of led to them beating us last night. That lost to LSU. The way they lost the game. Last second tip in at the buzzer. That was offense goal 10. But I want to talk about what nobody else is talking about. It was a defensive goal 10 on the original.
Let it be known then.
Before the
There you go. Let him know. Let him know, Sharky. Let him know.
Okay, Kentucky player arm went through the goal, man.
That's true.
And nobody's saying anything about that. They always talk about, oh man, that was offense goal 10. It shouldn't count the overtime. Like, no, it should have been defensive goal 10 before the offensive goal 10. So LSU still would have won the game.
That's true.
But nobody want to talk about that.
Maybe you're the only person that saw that way.
Nah, I mean, my partners had a conversation.
No, what are you saying? It was legit. I mean, whole arm went through. I'm like, did nobody seen that?
Nobody mentioned it.
Nah, I'm
Because
just
Kentucky, it's Kentucky. They're blue blood.
Yep.
That's
there
why.
you go.
But I think that did lead to what happened last night. That and also Tennessee, we haven't played. We really haven't played on good opponents since. No top opponents.
No top
opponents since Gonzaga.
Since Gonzaga and no really top SEC opponent.
So they got all backloaded schedule.
Yeah.
So I think when you win it, we won 19 in a row. When you win that much in a row, you get cocky.
Yeah.
And I can tell by what we played last night. We kind of played like, we gonna come in, we gonna win. Business as usual. And they got woke up. So I feel like that was a humbling experience. Watching the game, I was mad, but I was like, you know what?
This is good for them.
Yeah. We want to keep winning.
Good for them.
We see Kentucky again in 2 weeks at home in Knoxville.
Things gonna get ugly.
I think it's gonna be a good game.
It'll be a good one.
Yeah, it ain't gonna be ugly. Kentucky is good. Now that lost to Duke from first game of the season. This is a different Kentucky team.
This is a different team.
And I knew that coming. We knew because they were still a bunch of freshmen. They just weren't as good as Duke's freshmen. It's the first game of the season. John Calipari always their teams improved throughout the season, so I knew that was coming. But they are legit national championship contenders along with Tennessee, Duke, Gonzaga, Virginia, and what team you had today? Michigan.
Yeah, Michigan, somewhat.
So,
March Madness, man. Can't wait.
4 Sundays from today. March Madness.
Selection Sunday. Boy.
And I hope we'll talk about Memphis another time, but
my takeaways for the game, surprisingly enough, I was ready for Tennessee to lose because somehow, somewhere, I got a lot of Tennessee followers on my timeline on Twitter. I'm not sure exactly how that happened.
give you this. Yeah, you know me and Trevor, we're not annoying like that, but Tennessee,
I hate our fans. We are so
I
annoying.
hate our fans.
Yes, we are so annoying. Oh my god, I just like.
So that's why I've been ready for them to lose. And plus, I feel like they almost like the Cowboys. I'm like, dang, Tennessee always at home. So that's why, like, all right, cool.
Wait, you put Tennessee fans up there with the Cowboys?
Do you follow University?
I don't.
Okay.
Actually, I don't.
I tell you, Gary Parrish made a good point. He was like any fan base because Kentucky fans are.
Kentucky fans
He
are just
made
as
a case. He was
bad.
like any
Yeah.
fan base is like number one. You gonna get tired of them eventually. They keep winning. Kentucky fan base are like a whole lot worse because they're complaining about their number 5 ranking right now. Because he had them below Michigan or something like that, and they were mad about that. And he was like,
okay.
I would put Kentucky up there with Dallas.
With Tennessee.
Yeah. I think it's just for me because I'm a Memphis fan.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, because I mean, before this year, I really didn't care about UT. Now that Memphis is somewhat relevant, and then Tennessee came there and beat us by 20. Well, they won by 20, but
10.
yeah, it came and beat the brakes off Memphis a little bit.
Closer.
And then just them, Penny and Rick Barnes going back and forth. I'm like, all right, cool. Now I ain't a big fan of Tennessee. But that loss by 20, it was like, that's whatever. I think they'll be fine. I just think, like Sharky said, they kind of went in there cocky. Because I follow a lot of them on social media, and they get a little cocky after they win. So I'm like, oh, okay.
That's not even just with basketball. That's with football too.
Yeah, so they got a little cocky. So I think that's what it was. I think they just went in there cocky. They weren't mentally prepared for their game. Kentucky just kind of hit them in the mouth. So them losing by 20 wasn't just like, like they lost by 20. I'm like, they'll see them again in a couple weeks. So then I'd be able to judge them off of that. So nothing really to be alarmed of over here.
I mean, I hate Calipari. I hate Tennessee. So
it was one of them.
Both could lose. I would rather.
It was one of them. Both you want both.
Right, ending the time, but going to several times.
Exactly. So, like, I really hate the game. Y'all know I went to Memphis, everything. So I like Memphis from here. I hate Kentucky. Kentucky is really our biggest rival. Tennessee's big rival, to be honest. Mainly because of conference. We played them twice a year, and like I said, sometimes 3 times a year. So that's like legit conference biggest rival, even more than Memphis. Because Memphis, we wish Memphis Tennessee played every year, but they go years without playing against each other for whatever scheduling reasons. But I
mean, we got it back for 3 years.
Hey, man.
Hopefully
they extend it.
Between Penny and Rick Barnes, I don't know how.
Might not even get it back next year.
Exactly.
But we're going to move on to the NBA.
In that bed.
So, All-Star Weekends this weekend. I'll start with Friday. Shout out to Famous Los.
Shout out Famous Los, man.
Celebrity
That's the
game.
homie, man.
A lot of people, when they're reading through the rosters and the celebrities, and like, who I think will win MVP? Who is Famous Los? I don't know who that is. All right, man. He's a really funny guy. I always have all these Facebook videos that be crazy.
Yeah, he does a lot of reactions to most NBA highlights. How he does it is just hilarious. So.
I know who y'all talking about now. Gotcha.
Yeah,
okay. I know who you're talking about, but now I know who you're talking about.
Yeah,
okay.
So he got the celebrity game MVP.
He putting up buckets.
Yeah. Like, he used to hoop for real.
Okay, I didn't know that.
He put some videos of him like hooping.
Yeah.
He the one came up with that sham guard stuff.
Yeah.
My thing is, if you're talking that much noise about the game of basketball and basketball players, you gotta
be able to play.
You backed it up last night.
Shout out Famous Low. Shout out Quavo, who had a nice game too, man. Shout out Ray Allen, who looked like he could still play NBA basketball today.
He still got that flick of the wrist, man.
Yes.
Shout out to Jay Williams.
Oh yeah, shout out Jay Williams. Yeah.
And so after that, you had the Rise of Stars game. I didn't watch it. I don't think I was watching.
Kyle Kuzma went on.
I watched the game, and it was a nice little duel between Ben Simmons and Kyle Kuzma.
Kyle Kuzma had to worry about LeBron.
Yeah,
Can I just say that?
Chill out.
So it was like a pretty entertaining game. As far as full of highlights, there's a certain person who played in that game who we'll get into later because I was highly disappointed in him when we talk about Saturday, but that's just on me. But it was a great game from Ben, great game from Kyle Kuzma. Luka had a nice showing. Shout out to Triple J, who had a couple buckets as well.
Hey, he represents Memphis.
He embodies the city.
We gotta get
he really does embody the city of Memphis. So yeah, shout out to Triple J. But yeah, that was it with Friday. So as far as Saturday is concerned, because I'll get to Saturday while Sharky gets everything together. Saturday, I think a lot of people can say, well, I'll be the first one to say it, is very underwhelming with Saturday night. when the best thing of the night was the skills competition, something is obviously wrong. Shout out to Jason Tatum, who actually won the skills competition, and he actually won it on a half court shot that he had, that banked in. So otherwise, he would have lost to Trae Young, because Trae Young looked like he was just, after that first round when he got to the semifinals, it looked like he was going to take it. But again, shout out Jason Tatum for winning it with that bank shot 3. The 3-point contest was okay. I think a lot of people got hyped because of Steph's performance in the first round, where he had to hit 10 straight just to make it to the finals.
My God, man.
I mean, it was great. And then you had half the competitors, they hit 20. So, and then Steph and Joe Harris, the guy who eventually won, had like 26 in that first round. And then Joe duplicated it with another 26. And then Steph, I think, finished with like 20 or something like that. And then the dunk contest.
As you're thinking, if I see one more person try to jump over another person, I'm going to be upset. I'm so tired of seeing that.
I was just about to
I'm so tired of seeing people jump over people and barely doing it.
I'm tired.
I'm so tired. It's just like nobody is. Some things have been creative over the past couple of years, but it's the same thing. Like just people jumping over people, and it's just like, okay, cool, that's old and played and tired out. Yeah. So the league they got to do something. I
think they should just kill it. Just get rid of the dunk contest altogether.
I don't, because if you'd have paid attention to last year, I don't think they did it this year, but last year the TNT had the dunk contest for the championship. Their dunks were a hell of a lot better than what we see in the dunk contest. My suggestion to the NBA is to maybe find a person not in the NBA to participate in the dunk contest. You get the fans involved, for one. For two, you get to see some of the best dunkers in the world. If the dunk contest is supposed to highlight, the best dunk in the world, just like it highlights the best players in the world. Why not do that? Why couldn't it be a local fan, from the game if you want to incorporate the fans more?
That I agree with wholeheartedly. I was just thinking that last night. I was like, they got to find some way to interact more with the fans. And I think opening it up, like I'm not sure if they are limited. I'm not sure exactly like how they go about choosing who to put in the dunk contest, but somehow, some way, you got to open it up to make it a little bit more interesting.
I think one of the criteria is because dunks is a stat that's being like recorded in the NBA. So I guess I want to say maybe the top 4, or just based on how many a certain person has, or someone with athleticism. I don't know, but
I don't know how. What's from the Hawks?
John Collins.
I don't know where he got in there. My man put a part up there and still kicked it.
Yeah. I don't know. Here's the thing. Here's why I was so upset with the man. Because if you watch them in the Rising Stars game, like, bro, put it on a show dunking. So it was like, oh, so you got a nice little something that you can probably show come tomorrow. Because he threw himself a self-lob, which was nasty. He caught a 360 alley-oop from Trae Young, which was nasty. He had a nasty reverse cradle coming from the baseline. So it was like, oh, so we got something to look forward to tomorrow.
Nice slow down.
And he slowed out.
Sight.
Got him.
We got to think that in-game dunks are kind of different than, just having the whole world watching you and entertain us,
From what you done there in-game and what you did Saturday night, that was very underwhelming. And I'm just going to go out on a limb. Shout out to Hamadou, who won, because, I do support the Thunder, but 42-year-old Vince Carter could have won that dunk contest. Easily. I'm willing to go out on a limb on that one. So
that contest was trash as hell, bro.
Hey, if we're gonna be real, let's be real.
Real talk, bro. That talk was so trash. For one, when you miss a dunk, bro, I'm tired. I lose interest.
You get 3 chances, bro. If you miss on that third one, you get 2 with me.
Yeah, you get 2.
Okay, 2.
I give you the first one, especially depending on the degree of difficulty. I'm like, oh, okay, that was pretty hard. Try it again.
Yeah,
bro, come on. John Collins in the airplane, bro.
Bro, kick the plane, bro.
That night couldn't win.
Oh no. I got the picture on my Twitter. The dude who was representing the Tuskegee Airmen, his face after the dunk.
I did see that.
Boy, hold on. I'm finna pull it up.
Come on,
face expression said it all.
Yeah, but they That's the only way they're gonna get there. They got to find some way to open this up.
Put the 3-point contest last. Right?
I would probably do that just at the start.
Steph and Joe Harris going at it. Wait, I mean, I think who? Danny Green and somebody else had 23 and didn't make it to the final round.
It was I think it was Devin Booker and
Danny Green.
Danny Green, yeah, they both had 23
and not make it to the final round, bro.
Chill, man.
He was like, bro.
Yeah, I thought that was Offset at first.
That's funny.
Like, who put Offset in these like that?
Yeah, man. I just got a question though about the dunk contest, just to get to his point as far as like jumping over people, because I'm getting tired of that as well. Like, do y'all practice with the people that y'all jumping over with?
Thank you.
Because you obviously could not have, especially with the last dunk Dennis Smith Jr. did. Like, you didn't have Dwayne Wade and Steph just practicing that dunk.
He probably had J. Cole help him.
Yeah, I'm sure he had J. Cole.
He probably had, the J. Cole dunk, yeah, I will give you that one. But the last one in the final round where he was trying to jump over Dwayne Wade and catching the lob from Steph, like, you didn't practice that.
Of course you did, because I'm going to tell you how you know that. Because Dwayne Wade was literally doing this. He was praying that he didn't get hurt. Now, if I know that if we practiced this before, and I know you can clear me, then I'm not like praying to the dear Heavenly Father that you don't kill me.
Exactly.
That's just me. So to Trevor's point, they not practicing these dunks at all. Yeah. They not.
Yeah, and Humberdew only won because he made all his dunks on the first try. Let's just be real.
So what do y'all think, shouldn't happen?
Put some names in there. The problem is the players are not agreeing to do it. LeBron is supposed to be in this dunk contest long
10
ago.
15 years.
That's 15 years too late.
Yeah, Russell Westbrook. He's supposed to be in long ago.
He's an in-game dunker, though. I don't think Russ could.
Russ got robbed the 1 year he was supposed to be in.
I would much rather see him than what we saw last night.
No, the 1 year Russ was supposed to be in it, he got robbed because that was where they had 3 people chosen already, and the fans voted for the last person, and they ended up voting for Joe Alexander.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Wow. That's a name.
I remember that. Yeah.
Joe Alexander.
That's a name.
I remember that. Yeah.
From West Virginia.
Yeah.
That's fine. Zion Williamson gonna save us next year.
Yep, that's what.
Yep.
It'll be good next year.
Yeah.
Okay.
The field,
there you go.
just them two.
It's gonna be all rookies, ain't it?
Them two, Humberdew, and then some other guy.
I think Humberdew got a lot more in store.
Yeah,
I think he just played it safe because
he knew he had to win.
He knew he had to win once folks started missing dunks, so I think he just kind of coasted.
And trying to dunk over airplanes and hit them.
Might clip the airplane.
I ain't gonna lie, that Superman dunk Humberdew did was dope though.
Yeah,
I think it was pretty dope.
It was nice.
It wasn't as good as everybody was like.
I agree with Sharky.
Like,
yeah,
I was like,
I'm tired of people saying,
Yeah.
It's not worth it. Yeah, it's not worth it.
Yeah,
he got straight 10, so I was like, oh yeah, it's how you know.
Yeah.
Also, John Collins just pissed me off here. His first dunk too. He grabbed the side.
It was like it's a cushion, like right up under the backboard. So he grabbed it and then like apparently just dunked it on the other side. Yeah. And he was like, "Come on!" He was like,
"I'm like,
what? Like this all you got?
This all you got? Like what else you gonna do?"
I know you brought something else with you.
Yes. But even though he didn't make it to the finals, Miles Bridges had a pretty decent showing.
Yeah,
I missed his.
He missed a couple dunks.
Yeah. True. I mean, with that, you can say that pretty much about everybody except Humberdew. You can say that about everybody except Humberdew.
Actually, John Collins missed no dunks. It was just his props suck.
I'm still that image is not gonna be in my head. Just him just kicking that plane when he jumping over. And then
that's why you looking at
trash. Yeah. But Miles Bridges 2 dunks that he finally made because it took him a while. The first one he did in the first round where he caught off the backboard, went through the legs. That was nice. And then he did a 360 off the side of the backboard wearing the Larry Johnson jersey. That was also nice too. So, but y'all gotta do something about this dunk contest.
Y'all better hope this All-Star game close because I don't think it'll be.
I got trolling off for that.
Speaking of the All-Star game,
I got trolling off for that.
It's just the All-Star game pre-show. So,
hey,
I don't really care much for the All-Star game. I'm not gonna lie to you, but we about to talk about it.
Of course.
I guess I would say, what are y'all predictions? I mean, it's an All-Star game. What? Man, in fact, let's just talk about the season in general. What?
Let's go.
I was like that. He was like, no,
Let's just talk about the first half of the season. First half of the season. That's how you do it.
Real MVP out
I
here.
understand this.
First half of the season, man. Let's go.
Mike said, scratch that. You the producer, ain't it?
We haven't talked about the draft and stuff.
Yeah, might as well. Let's talk about the first half of the season. See what's up.
All right, I guess we'll do award predictions so far.
I like that. I
Award
like that idea.
predictions.
I don't
Okay.
remember what was my prediction. I guess I try to remember our predictions from the beginning, what we predicted in our NBA season preview. But we'll start with the easy one, the Rookie of the Year.
Luka.
Luka.
Pretty obvious.
Yeah, that's obvious.
That would have been. I think I picked Shea Gilgeous-Alexander just to pick someone new, but I kind of.
He's actually having a nice season, though. Yeah.
I think another person that's not getting love too. If you look at his numbers, he's actually not that bad. Trae Young.
Trae Young,
is
yes.
not-
Hawks fans are starting to try and get him.
Yes. Trae Young's actually doing pretty good.
Yeah.
So far for, I guess we go Coach of the Year. I would say Mike Budenholzer.
Budenholzer, oh yeah.
Yeah. I originally said, crap. I forgot this
Nick
guy.
Nurse.
Yep. There you go. I said Nick Nurse. And I was looking
doing
good too.
Yeah.
I was looking good too. Yeah. But I think, Budenholzer is going to get it.
Budenholzer is going to get it. I said Luke earlier, but I also said that Brett Brown and Mike Malone could possibly be, especially Mike Malone, especially what the Nuggets are doing right now.
He will probably get second.
He'll probably be second behind Budenholzer easily for Coach of the Year.
I'm definitely with Budenholzer for Coach of the Year.
Yeah. Defensive Player of the Year. And what's funny is I said LeBron. Y'all remember that? Yes. I said LeBron. I'm gonna tell you what's funny.
Don't play defense.
He don't play defense in the regular season. The Player of the Year really should be Lonzo Ball. You can book that. He really should be Lonzo Ball. If you look at the
just because he's the best defender on your favorite team.
No.
doesn't mean
It's
he's
not
the
even
best.
just that. That man controls the defensive side like no other, bro. He is really good on the defensive side of the ball.
I'll give you that.
Dang
I'll
it.
give you that.
Give me Paul George for 10.
Yeah. There's 17.
Paul George.
Yeah, I feel like those should get. I was just saying he should be
at
up there.
MVP. I give him Defensive Player of the Year.
I like that.
So,
Yeah.
We'll get to the MVP discussion in a minute.
Which one are we missing before we get to MVP?
Six man of the year.
improved. That's a 6 improved. 6 man and most improved.
6 man.
6 man. That's a good one.
I think that's still up in the air right now.
Right.
Oh, I got Sabonis for the Pacers.
Sabonis for the Pacers. Yeah,
Bro,
he's having a nice
killing.
season. Yeah,
I need to look at his stats, bro. He's been killing.
he's been killing. I don't know how many games would he have to qualify as far as like playing wise because he just came back. I think RT can easily.
He's way too late.
Oh, he's way too
He
late.
just came back.
He just came back. Okay, it's too
It's
late.
less than half the season. Now.
Okay, all right.
Then he still gotta get
I
a
can
rhythm,
think
too.
of a 6 man.
Yeah, Sabonis on the
It'll
one.
probably be Lil Williams again, probably.
No, he's been kind of quiet.
He's
been. I would probably say Sabonis right
Yeah,
now.
Sabonis is on the one. I can just come to the top of my
Oh,
brain.
you know what?
Look up Sabonis stats as a matter of fact.
Hold on,
Derrick
hold on.
Rose.
Yeah, that's good.
That's a good one.
really
That's a good one.
He'll probably get most
Derrick
improved.
Rose.
He'll probably get most improved.
No,
Nah.
he's not getting most improved.
He could get most improved.
No, he's
Look
not.
at Sabonis stats.
He's not getting most
from the
improved.
Pacers, right?
Yeah.
He's not getting most improved. I can tell you that.
I don't know. Well, let's go to most improved then.
Right.
Pascal, easily.
Oh,
Pascal.
Oh, yeah. There you go. Yeah, that was hands down. Forgot
That's
about
not even
that.
that's a great one.
Yeah.
Yep.
Let me see.
Siakam.
Sabonis with
Pascal
Sabonis, he's
Yeah.
averaging 14 points a game, 9 rebounds.
Yeah. As a 6 man.
6 man. Yeah,
That's
he's pretty good.
Yeah.
That's,
My vote to go with Derrick Rose. So
Derrick
Derrick Rose.
though.
Yeah.
That's really good.
Yeah.
I'll say Sabonis because of the playoff
Yep.
team.
okay.
Especially if they end up still being like top 5 seed after Oladipo's injury, I can see.
I think
Sabonis.
going back to
Okay.
Coach of the Year, but a guy that probably needs to be in the discussion and he doesn't get credit like at all is Nate McMillan because a lot of people
Touche.
thought
Yeah.
that once Oladipo went down, the Pacers were just gonna fall off.
Fall off,
and
yeah.
how he's kept this team afloat.
That's a good one.
I mean, the top 3 teams in the East Conference because Indiana's
Yeah,
third.
it's
So the top 3
Indiana's
teams,
in top
those
3
two
right now.
coaches
Yeah.
should be the top 3. Where
He's
outside of Mike Malone, he should be somewhere in there too.
Yeah.
for Denver.
If you were to pick the top 3 for Coach of the Year at this point, it'll be Mike Malone, Nate McMillan, and Budenholzer.
Yeah,
Yeah.
in some type of order.
Yep.
So MVP.
Hold on, because I had a most improved D'Angelo Russell.
Oh yeah,
Ugh.
that could be
That's a
Could
good
be.
one,
That's a
but
good one.
I honestly cannot
Because
I mean, what more do you need to
He
improve?
made the
Like,
All-Star
'cause
team.
he made the
All-Star team.
He's averaging 5 points,
I can
5
see
more
it.
points.
I could see it, but
I think he.
What was his
I think
stats
his
last
career-
year?
He was averaging. Was it? I got to put up 15 and 5 last year. Now he's averaging 20 and 6, and career highs in like shooting percentages. And like I said, he's an all-star for a Nets team
I can
that
see
really
it.
shouldn't be making the playoffs this year.
That's true.
that's true.
true.
I can see it, but I just don't.
I actually,
Pascal has been.
He came out of nowhere though.
Yeah, he literally
he's
came
coming
out of nowhere.
I'm with you. He came out of nowhere. I don't know. That's a good
He had
one.
like
Yeah.
a 40-point game. though.
He
Like,
recently had 43 in a game, so it's like, yeah, it's. Do you know
what
what
may hurt him is because some of that playing time may go to Marc Gasol. Because I think they put
He's a wing.
He's a wing.
He's a
wing.
he's a wing. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Marcus All dip into Serge Ibaka's playing time.
Bingo.
Unless they put Serge at the 4, but they put Siakam at the 3, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh no, that's a good one.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
So MVP.
LeBron James. He literally got a GM fired. How can you not? How you not the most valuable player in the league? And
man,
come on, bro.
I was trying to go a different route.
Obviously, it's between. So as much as we don't like watching James Harden play, we can't deny 36
Boy,
points a game.
yeah.
But Giannis Antetokounmpo
Yep.
pulled up his stats.
Yep.
That man's averaged like 28.
That's
13
the newly crowned Superman, bro. This is crazy. Let me see. We got 27 and 10. No, 27 and 7. 27 and 12. There we go. My bad. 27 and 12.
12 rebounds?
And
27 and 12.
and
What's his field goal percentage? Like 64?
The who?
His field goal percentage don't make no baskets outside of 13 feet.
58.
God, look. That's up there.
22% from the 3, you know what I'm saying?
Ooh,
Yeah.
okay.
Hey, they're
That's not-
improved.
That is, that's, yeah, that is an improvement. That's an improvement.
Yeah, I honestly think if you had to rank it though, I think it would go Giannis.
Actually, statistically speaking, it's worse. He was averaging 30 last season.
now I know from last season. I'm talking about early in the season. He was shooting.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Start the season.
Yeah,
he was
Klay
shooting.
Thompson was shooting 12 too.
He was.
Yeah,
but
that's Clay. He was gonna bounce back.
I think
Yeah.
he's shooting like almost 40% now. Huh?
Exactly.
Ain't nobody talking about Klay, huh?
All right, Scott.
I think if there was an order, golly, the thing is you can't ignore Paul George.
Yeah.
But you just know Paul George ain't gonna get it.
You know, that's
And
like
it sucks that Russell is averaging another triple-double and he's not,
I mean,
nobody's
he's
talking
averaging a
about
triple
that.
double. That clear, like you know, he
Yeah.
barely got it. They
Nah,
might
that's
almost averaging
full
11 assists,
triple-double.
11 rebounds.
Yeah.
It was triple double this year.
I think they will if it ended today. I think they will really want it to. I think they'll want to give it to Giannis. I think Harden would be second.
And Paul George got
Paul George would be third.
Steph.
Yeah, so you got
Paul George would be third.
Steph Curry.
It's either Steph or Paul George. I would give it to Paul George for the,
Yeah.
especially if OKC keeps up.
I was gonna say, as you
Yeah.
mentioned, Steph Curry. What's funny is apparently he's averaging better numbers this year than his MVP year.
That's crazy.
That's
Yeah,
crazy.
that is
That's
crazy.
crazy.
That's
I'm like,
crazy.
shoot. He's shooting. I think ESPN got like this second spectral thing or something like that. He shoots 47% from 3 if it's like 35 feet and like further something like that. I was like, that's unheard of. 45% from 3, like after
Yeah.
like 35 feet and further something like that. That's crazy.
Crazy. Yeah.
Man got range.
Yeah.
Shout out to the Warriors, man.
Yeah,
They got the number 1 seed. I thought they would slow down, but
Nah.
they didn't.
No, they eventually pick it back up.
Ain't no point of even talking about what we expect for the rest of the season.
Yeah.
Well, Lakers still making the playoffs though, barely.
Yeah, I believe they
but we're
will.
gonna make it.
They'll be in there. Because the Clippers made some trades.
They're
gonna fall off.
Yeah, they're gonna fall off. I need y'all to
So
make it.
it's up to Sacramento to
Just
keep them out.
make it difficult
And
for
I don't
Golden
think I trust
State.
no Sacramento to keep
Just
All we
make
gotta do is
it
get Lonzo back. All we gotta do is get Lonzo.
Make it
back. We'll be
difficult for
fine.
Golden State.
We
That's
get
all.
Lonzo back, we'll be fine.
That's all I want.
God
Just
dang,
make it
Pelicans
difficult.
didn't make the dang trade. That's why GM got fired. Fucking on my nerves.
Well, the
Boy.
real question is who we think gonna come out the East, but we'll talk about that when the playoff break.
When the playoffs come out. Yeah.
So I guess our next one is Troll.
Troll or nah.
Who first?
Lakers aren't making the playoffs.
Boy, you smoking.
Troll.
Convince me otherwise.
LeBron when was the last time LeBron James missed the playoffs?
Exactly. His rookie season.
Exactly.
When was the last time he had an injury that kept him out for the longest?
I honestly think he could have came back from the injury before. Honestly, if you ask me,
Yeah.
if you ask me,
I think so too.
Now you mean the two teams that's ahead of the Lakers.
exactly. The Kings and the Clippers.
I mean, if just
And the
for-
Spurs
just for
coming back to
trolling
reality
our sake.
too.
Just for trolling.
Oh no, I get you. I get you.
It's kind of just I don't know.
It's a troll.
Yeah.
I guess it's a troll. Whatever. I'll take it.
I hate the Lakers. It's a troll.
Yeah.
LeBron better come
Yeah.
on with it, man. His time is slowly going out.
Yeah.
As quote unquote the best player in the league.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
It's now it's LeBron time. Now this is when you see a different LeBron.
Yeah.
I said the same thing last year. And he went stupid.
I think it's gonna be injury. To me, it's injury. It just when he get a serious injury, that
Yeah.
makes him like same thing. Kobe had the serious injury. Who else went out with serious injuries? Thinking
You can think of numerous stars that's gone
Fall
out.
times undefeated. I think it's undefeated. Tom Brady. Well, Tom Brady didn't play well. They won, so they.
That's most on the Rams. We got.
There's a couple things that's in sports that's guaranteed. Alabama making college football playoff.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
The Patriots making the playoffs. And you can almost say Super Bowl.
LeBron making the
AFC championship.
Whoa.
AFC championship.
I said LeBron making
At least AFC championship.
Yeah.
I said LeBron making the
I
playoffs.
thought you said the Browns.
No, I said
You said LeBron. You said LeBron. He said
Come on,
LeBron.
I'm not calling out that part yet.
Come on,
I'm
now.
a Baker fan, not a Browns fan.
And then the last thing, LeBron James making the playoffs. Those things always happen every single year. I don't care what happens.
All the blue bloods in college basketball making the NCAA tournament.
Yeah, that's true. There you go.
There you go.
Cool. But they cutting it short this time, man. The Lakers, they. Whew. I don't know,
If the Clippers
man.
didn't make that trading Tobias Harris,
They probably would have
I
had a
would
shot.
have said maybe, but they traded their best player, and I understand why it's all future for them.
Yeah,
So
they're
they're
thinking,
not trying to win.
They're
now.
thinking free agency.
Sacramento is the team.
Yeah.
Do I believe Sacramento's gonna keep the Lakers out the playoffs? No.
So you're asking.
Now they are playing pretty good, but no, they're not.
Yeah.
I think the Lakers may keep themselves out of the playoffs. Is the route I was more than willing to go to. You know, but I mean, like you said, this LeBron time. You know, just like his name time. It's LeBron's time. You know, so you know they're
Still
4
missing
games
one
out the number 4 seed. They what people say is they got what the 4th hardest, most difficult.
Oh, yeah,
schedule.
the schedule is pretty dang tough.
Yeah.
So it's like, is LeBron like back for real, or is he just playing like
He's back.
he's back?
He's
Okay,
back. He's
okay,
back.
okay. But Lonzo's not bad.
There you go. That's the biggest thing.
Well, everybody else
I know
back?
y'all
Any
get
more-
tired of hearing
any
it,
more
but
injuries?
Huh?
Any more injuries? Like Cal's of course
Everybody's
playing.
there.
Brandon
No.
Ingram's good.
Everybody's
there.
except Lonzo.
yeah, I know y'all get tired of hearing it, but it's just like when Lonzo is on, when he's playing, the defense is so much better. When he's not playing, it's just like nobody just feel like playing defense today. Like we got blown up by 40 against the Pacers,
which was not a good.
which is not good. We still gave up when we beat the Celtics. We still gave up like almost 130 if we didn't give up 130.
Yeah.
And then the game against what was the last game against the Hawks, boy.
No, don't forget the Philadelphia 76ers game.
Yeah, the Sixers game, everybody went off, and again Trae Young went off against us, which is unheard of. So
Yeah.
when Lonzo gets back, actually I'd be going to the Lakers and Grizzlies game. Hopefully he's back by then.
Man, Trae Young was taking LeBron to school.
Oh yeah, he took him to the
Yeah.
right.
Ooh, it was crazy.
But anybody else?
I'm just gonna say it because I know we're not gonna really care much about the All-Star game, but I think both teams cracked 200 tonight.
Might say crack
Oh
too.
man, that's a
I
good
thought the
one.
best chance of that was, I think it was 2 years ago.
It was a couple years ago with
I
New
thought
Orleans.
somebody was saying hit 200 that night.
Yeah, I think both teams cracked 200 tonight.
chilled.
You know what?
I
Because
wish.
Steph may try to win MVP and Kimba may try to win MVP. I don't know, bro. That's a good one. That's a good one.
I say troll. Cause I
Yeah.
thought 2 years ago. I just knew 2 years ago that somebody's gonna hit 200, and
Wait,
they fell short of 178.
Was it the trolling now?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Both
You know what?
both
With them,
teams
I
hit
think
200.
this will
I
be a
want it to
complete.
happen.
Yeah.
I don't know. I want it to happen too, just like as a complete slap in the face of the NFL because they've been kicking their butt media wise for so long. It's gonna be like, oh, we finally got a 200-point game in the NBA.
They need it after
I'm with
this.
you.
After this,
Yeah.
I like where you're going with this.
Yeah.
I like where you're going with that.
Exactly.
This now dunk contest, they better.
They better, exactly what I'm saying. Like, yeah, that's one. And then this was not really a troll or not, but this is more of a statement because I'm willing to hop on this bandwagon with my brother Skylar and Savage as well. Just watching him this past few games, I'm just gonna go out on a limb. I'm gonna hop on the Kyle Kuzma's better than Jason Tatum game.
Boom, boom, boom.
I
Boom,
was-
boom, boom. I've been
So-
saying that for months.
Interesting.
I say troll. You want to know why though? I thought because y'all make great points with it. The age factor. Kyle, I always saw why folks said why. Kyle was sitting there like,
Yeah.
y'all got a legit case. I was like Jason Tatum, like everybody just hyping him up. I'm like Kyle Kuzma. I love Kyle Kuzma. I hate the
Yeah.
Lakers, but I love Kyle Kuzma. I think the age factors into that equation to me.
I think the
I
age.
think Jason Tatum. I think he's like 4 years younger, and his potential.
Yeah, Kuzma's like 23.
23.
Yep.
Yeah, I think he's 23.
And Jason Tatum just 19. Yeah.
So I see Jason Tatum, and his skill set as that perimeter ball handler, and I think he's a little bit a better defender. I just think his potential to be. I think Kyle Kuzma could potentially be an all-star at very least, or just a very great very, very good role player, bucket getter. I think Jason Tatum has a chance to become a
legit all-star, superstar.
Yeah, I think if I'm going to be fair and unbiased, I think that would be the only to say that Jason Tatum is younger. I would give you like, okay, cool, I would agree to that. But Kyle Kuzma can ball.
Yeah,
and people say, well, I mean, the touches. The touches. It don't matter.
It don't matter.
It matter. At the end of the day, if you can ball like that, the ball somehow somebody gonna end up in your hands.
When Kyrie doesn't play, Jason Tatum ball
goes ham.
Yeah.
And I was literally just about to say that.
LeBron is going to give Kyle Kuzma his opportunities. Kyrie
is he? Huh. Is LeBron going to give Kyle Kuzma?
I don't think he's got to do it. He has to. See, if it's one thing I love about Kyle Kuzma, it's not the fact that he can play offensively. He don't give a damn about LeBron. Mm-hmm. He will say, okay, cool, LeBron, you chilling? Okay, I'm finna go get mine. Yeah. He's done that several times this year.
I think we saw it in the Philly game.
Yeah. It happens, though. LeBron will chill. Kyrie wants the ball.
Yeah.
Period. All the time.
Exactly.
So it's no.
Yeah, I go Tro just for the fact of I think Tatum definitely has more potential, and we see what he can do without Kyrie Irving.
I think that's what I'm probably waiting on.
When Tatum's the scoring point in the offense, I think his potential is much higher than.
We'll see. We'll see.
And I love
come next year.
I don't see Kyle Kuzma as the best player on like a championship level team, like I see Jason Tatum, but I love Kyle Kuzma.
I mean,
I love y'all know me. I was like Brandon Ingram now. Kyle Kuzma's the one for the next. Like y'all know. That's
a really good one.
Yeah,
that was a real good one.
I kind of don't have one, but I kind of do. I kind of got two, but I'm kind of. I guess for me, troll or no, I'm trying to figure out which one I really want to say. I kind of want to still say that AB is still going to be a Steeler. Did I say that last week?
Yeah,
you said it last week.
You said him and Le'Veon.
Okay,
but I mean,
I said Le'Veon.
You said Le'Veon. Okay. And he said, but how? Like considering what's going on right now?
We talked about it last week. Go check that out.
Well, I'll say this because it's something that's kind of annoying me as a Lakers fan, which is I think a lot of teams are going to be very cautious of doing anything as far as trades or anything at all with the Lakers and Magic Johnson. And I say that because there's just too much that goes. Like, I'm not sure if Magic is. I mean, I know he doesn't have the experience in being a GM and making the trades and all that type of stuff. But the thing that annoys me is he's in the media too much. I think for me, like the trade that was supposed to go down with Anthony Davis, the stuff about Magic Johnson and Ben Simmons talking, like bro, you gotta chill. Like this ain't college basketball. Like you ain't recruiting Ben Simmons. Like you ain't supposed to be making moves like this. You ain't supposed to be this loud. Like it's something like I think Colin Kaepernick said it best. Like the best trades happen when nobody expects it at all. And he has to. I think Magic Johnson has to get to the point like, bro, you gotta chill. Like you can't continue to make noise like this. So my trolling knowledge is like, I'm really think that a lot of teams are going to be very wary of doing trades or anything at all with the Lakers, especially with LeBron James and clutch sports.
That's not a troll.
It's not a troll at all.
New Orleans just did.
New Orleans clearly just did it.
Everybody but LeBron and Kentavious Caldwell Pope. And they did
so you're saying, I'm trying to get to say, you're saying people will be reluctant to trade with the Lakers because of the media?
Yes. And I think they probably think that Magic Johnson is shady.
I know Boston ain't doing no deal with him.
No, they're not finna trade. They're not finna.
I think they think that Magic Johnson and LeBron and clutch sports, I think they're all shady.
Is it because they're shady, or is it because there's something we've never seen before? And because there's something we've never seen before, we like to bash something we've never seen before. Ooh. Because I sent a tweet earlier this week saying that off the court, LeBron has the potential to be the greatest of all time off the court. And it's because of clutch sports. It's because the way that he's able to have a owner on his side and say, if we want to win a championship, this is how we do it. I don't know. I think a lot of players will look at that and saying, "Oh snap!" Like they trying to change the system.
We talk about
what
teams
I'm saying?
Make a trade.
Yeah, this is teams.
We ain't talk about the players. Free agency wise.
Yeah, but if you can't get them in trade, then just be patient and they'll come eventually. Like you're gonna have to with LeBron and Magic Johnson, with those guys, you're gonna have to give in eventually, or you're gonna lose Anthony Davis for nothing. And a lot of teams gonna look at the Pelicans and be like, "Yo, we don't want to be like y'all."
Here's the problem with it: LeBron is not getting any younger.
Yep.
That's
by the time no free agent, LeBron be 36. it's gonna come a point in time they got to do something like soon. Because
but if you putting all your coins on Anthony Davis, then it's like
I don't think all their coins is in there.
I think they are.
I don't think.
I think they are.
No, I think
because they got cap space to sign.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Yeah. They just want they want Anthony Davis.
On this Lakers team, what other superstar besides Anthony Davis can you win a championship with?
But no, they can get Anthony Davis and still sign another.
Right.
Yeah. But if they don't get Anthony Davis, okay, what two superstars can you bring with LeBron, an Asian LeBron, to win a championship?
I mean,
it depends on what KD do. If KD leaves,
KD's not going to the damn Lakers.
No, I'm saying if he leaves Golden State, Golden State still be a contender, but they won't be dominant force. You can't beat LeBron and LeBron and Kawhi. I think Kawhi goes there, but LeBron and just someone like
LeBron
Kawhi.
and Kyrie.
I would say this, and then Sharky can go. I think people have been bashing Magic Johnson, but I mean, at the end of it, he's only been in that job for a year and a half. Mm-hmm. I think you have to wait till this summer to see, like, okay, now he's failing, or now he's really doing his job. Because I think, as much as you say that all the eggs is in the Anthony Davis basket, I don't think that's the case. Magic Johnson has said, like, if we don't get him, like, that's not the only option. Kyrie's still on the table. Klay Thompson's still on the table. Not to say that those players are still going to go there. Those players are going there. But I think Magic Johnson is pretty persuasive. Kawhi Leonard's still out there. I mean, it's a long list. It's a long list of free agents that's out there.
Yep.
Boogie Cousins is still out there. So if you don't get AD, Boogie Cousins ain't that bad.
It's not, and I was just actually about to say, like, the big man to me is still the easiest way to score in the league. Yeah. So you got to have a legit man, I think, to win the championship, unless you're like the Golden State Warriors. I think all of their eggs are in the Anthony Davis basket. They just don't want to say it. But Boogie Cousins it'll be a good start. You know, Klay Thompson, if he was to go there, that'd be cool. Kyrie, who knows with that situation, but. I don't know. I think people really just are bashing what they don't understand. And clutch sports are really about to change the game.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's bringing a sense of freedom that NBA players have never had before.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, once this trade happens, like, LeBron literally has this league in the palm of his hand. Yeah. He can pretty much do and say anything that he wants to do. This trade is going to happen regardless.
Because did you see the other day when Anthony Davis got hurt? And he left the arena with Rich Paul.
Paul,
Clutch Sports and LeBron James, they have this league in the palm of their hands, and they just playing.
I think eventually,
and New Orleans fired Dale Demps too. So I think the new GM is going to go ahead.
I think eventually, troll and all, we may see a team full of Rich Paul, clients.
We thought about that the other day.
So it could be possible.
It's possible, man.
And you know what I'm saying? 10 years down the line, LeBron owning the team that has all of his clients.
It was interesting not to see Kentavious Caldwell Pope in any trades and everything.
He ain't going nowhere.
Well, the reason he wasn't in any trade scenarios is because he has a trade. Is it a trade kicker or something like that?
Once again,
he has say so where he goes.
Yeah, don't have to negotiate.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Oh yeah. Okay, I get what you're saying. Got you. Yeah.
All right. Actually, I don't have one today, so.
No, you can't unprepared.
Oh man.
Oh man.
Want to get on me?
200 points tonight. I'm excited to see that.
Yeah.
But anyway, it's the end of our milestone.
25.
25.
Can we talk about something Memphis real quick? Memphis cultural, I guess. Memphis,
talk about the Tigers or something.
No, the Beale Street Music Festival.
Oh, okay.
Lineup was released. How y'all feel about that?
Excited.
I like it.
I'm excited.
I'm cool with it.
Gonna go to
Yeah. Usually I'm kind of like I'm kind of on the cheap side, but I like the lineup. I'm trying to wait this little tax refund here so I can go on for 150.
Exactly.
It's a nice lineup, and I'm excited to go.
Yes.
It'll be my first music fest.
Mine too. So hey.
Oh yeah. Well, before we go, I don't know how many comments we got. We so far away from everything, but shout out to everybody watching us.
Yes. Hey, what's good?
Instagram and Twitter.
Yes.
We'll be adding guests on soon. So just DM any of us. I'm pretty sure all y'all are friends of one of us on all these social media platforms.
Exactly.
So, let us know if you want to be a guest on the show. I haven't decided we're gonna do like an interview or have them on the debate with us.
You gotta be able to speak straight facts on here.
Yep.
Yeah, know your sports, dog.
Gotta speak some straight facts on here.
We some sharks, no pun intended.
Baby, you got in right there.
Well, remember, we are powered by the Binge Podcast Network. Shout out to iHeartMedia and the Kiss FM.
Yeah, yep.
And remember, we can follow us on Instagram and Twitter at LBR Sports 901. We are Facebook. Got a Facebook group also. Let's be real. We got a new logo coming soon.
Can't wait.
Very excited. Got a lot of new plans coming up. New websites and all types of things.
Straight heat emojis.
Vlogs, everything coming this year.
Straight flames.
You can listen to us anywhere. Spotify, Instagram. Spotify, Twitter. Spotify, iTunes.
Spotify, iTunes, Stitcher, Google Play.
You name it.
Anywhere you can get a podcast, we're on there.
Everywhere except SoundCloud.
Exactly. Except SoundCloud. We're not on there.
Also, so
yeah.
Hey, we out.
Peace.
Go watch the All-Star game.
200.